Hello everyone, welcome back to Piber Academy Full Ethical Hacking course. In today's session of our Full Ethical Hacking course, we are dive deep into system hacking, a critical phase of penetration testing. This is where attacker attempt to gain access, elevate the privileges, and maintain the control over the system. What is system hacking in ethical hacking? System hacking refers to use technical skills and knowledge to gain access to a computer or network. Hackers employ many methods to get into a system by exploiting its vulnerability and concealing their activity to avoid detection. Most people imagine system hacking as the work of so called black hat or grey hat hacker who have not obtained the owner permission to enter the system. However, system hacking is also done by ethical hacker who received authorization beforehand to test the system security and improve any weakness. The purpose of the system hacking depends on motivation of those who perform it. Malicious actors seek to exploit their discover after hacking into system, usually for financial or political gain. Ethical hackers, however, are hired by the companies as a security consultant to help identify and fix the vulnerability before the same malicious character can exploit them. How malicious actors carry out the system hacking? So there are the four ways out there: gaining access, privilege escalation, maintaining access, and clearing the tracks. So malicious actors make use of multiple system hacking tools and technique. System hacking softwares such as Nmap, Metasploit, Wireshark, and so on, etc. Attacker detect and capitalize on the vulnerability in the target system. Attacker may also use detection tools such as phone hacking system for mobile devices. Perhaps the best operating system for hacking is kalilinux, a distribution of Debian Linux. Kalilinux has a wide range of security and penetration tool and is highly customized, make it likely the best OS for hacking. That's why we have set up it. Especially use cases such as Kali Linux Wi-Fi hacking can be executed to pre-installed tools such as AirCrack NG, but we will talk about more on the specific on the Wi-Fi hacking part. So in this one, we will be specifically focusing on the system hacking. But good to know that there is a use the Kali was used for Wi-Fi hacking as well. So that is also part of a system hacking, but I'll try to cover in the Wi-Fi aspect. The system hacking steps, as I said, it is a set of like gaining access, maintaining the access to the systems. So the first one is gaining access. First and foremost, system hacker must be able to access the system. This can be accomplished in a multiple ways, like a password attack, stolen credentials, or using a vulnerability exploit. He can do it over there. Once he gained the access, escalating the privileges. Once inside the computer or network, the system hacker may be able to carry out the entire plan of attack right away. Instead, the hacker need to exploit the bug or flaw in the system to gain additional privileges beyond those authority initially. This process is known as privilege escalation. Maintaining access. Even after gaining the access to the system, hacker must work to maintain this access so that attacker is interpreted, or if it is interpreted, it can continue later. For instance, the attacker may install keylogger to spyware on the system to record the user activities and the keystrokes. By secretly capturing the user credentials, attackers can re-enter the system later, even if the password is changed. Other technique to maintain access is installing a backdoor, a hidden portal that allow hackers to bypass normal security control and directly enter the system. This can be done by through malware such as Trojan horse that appear innocent but remain hidden for longer time. Once he is all done, the final system hackers must covering their track to prevent or delay their target from discovering the attack. So this is a common practice to create the system logs, which can be provide a crucial evidence that can attacker can gain unauthorized entry. Hackers must use a tool such as Metapredator to erase the proof of their movements throughout the network. Technical demonstration. So first of all, I'm going to, in the system hacking evolves, there are four steps we talked about: gaining access, escalation privilege, maintaining access, and clearing tracks. In this technical demonstration, I'll just demonstrate by exploiting the vulnerable systems so that we can gain the access. Then privilege escalation techniques, password cracking techniques, creating a persistence, and covering the track to avoid detections over there. So the first one exploiting is the gaining access via basically the vulnerabilities over there. So to do that, let goes to the Kali machine. So here I just already opened the MSF console. Let me try to open a nmap. So if you remember last time we just doing a nmap scan on the Metasploit table 2 SMTP servers one. There is a critical vulnerabilities which is already there. We will talk about that one. So let me open the, I think I have performed the last scan. So let me try to open the last scan report. Okay, so cat Metasploit. Okay. So if you remember, this is the last scan report I just performed using the uh, nmap script aggressive scan. So if you see here, there is a version which is a SFTPD, which is having a vulnerability on that we have identified in the search exploit one. So now to do that, I'm just going to the Metasploit framework. So Metasploit framework is a very useful tool which comes with the exploit, payload, and every options over there. I have made a separate tutorial for that. It's a complete full tutorial is available in our channel. So please go and check it if you are interested to more about the Metasploits and how to use it and those things as well. So now I'm going to I'm basically going to search for the exploit. All I just need to do is just use a command search. Now let me go and copy this. Let me come back to the Metasploit table. Let me search it. So if you see that there is a one exploit is available which is gives a backdoor access. So basically this means I can gain access to that machine. So there is a vulnerability in this machine Metasploit table 2. Via using the vulnerability I can gain the access of it. So that is why the vulnerability assessment is very important, and every time the other manufacturers when they find the vulnerabilities, critical vulnerabilities, they just rolling out a patch and every organization is patching it. If suppose this is why we need to give more importance to the vulnerabilities. If suppose these vulnerabilities are not closed over there, hackers easily gain the access without any problem. So I'll show you, I'll demonstrate how easy hacker can gain the access. So here I'm just going to use 0. So the payload is actually set it, and by configuration by default it is set as a CMD as a unique Unix interactive terminal. So just a simple terminal, it's just integrated. So now let me go and show options. So I think I have to set the R host. In my case, it is the Metasploit IP address I have to give it. So by using this command set R host followed by the IP address is 192.168.1.154 is the Metasploit table IP. So I have set it reverse when this is the one. Now again, let me go and reconfirm whether the option is set. So all good. So you no need to change the port number because we are going to SFTP is running on the 21 only. We're going to perform attack on here only. And simple is just what I'll do is let me clear it so that you guys can see it all. Now let me run it. So now when I execute, this is goes and communicate with the target missions and see if there is a exploit can be, this backdoor can be executed, and this will gives me a backdoor access of it. So let's wait for the execution to be completed. So if you see that the command is actually executed and the banner is actually this version specific password, you just used a backdoor. Luckily we got a root access, that means I can do anything over there. So let me see who I am. It's a root. If you type uname -a, this will give you like what is the thing. So see, by just simple Linux vulnerability, which is I gain the access of the complete machine as well. So if I do ls, this will list all the directory, whatever it is there. See, it's listing all the directories like everything is there. Since I have a root access, I can do anything on this one. So since I have a root account, I can downgrade, I can upload something else, I can do that. So this is how a simple technique which hacker gain the access of it. So once I have gained the access, let me see. In this case, I got the root privilege escalation. Depends upon the vulnerability severity numbers. So sometimes it will do a privilege escalations and it will gain, you will be gaining the root access as well. So here now what I'll do is let me demonstrate. So for this demonstration, I'm just taking a Windows and I have already created a backdoor and installed the malware in the Windows machine, I got the reversal connectivity. So once the get, I'll just show you like I have a basic normal access. Let me show you how I can elevate my permission, then how I can create a persistence and maintain that one. I will be showing on it. So if you see that I have already, let me make it bigger. Okay, so if you see that I have already uh, system info. So if you see that I have already running malware, probably sometimes using the same Linux vulnerability, maybe something is vulnerabilities on this machine, like eternal blue. So those things, vulnerabilities, if running, you can get it over there. So in this case, what I did is I just created a backdoor, a simple backdoor, and just ran it in the Windows 10 machine, and I got access over there. So for this demonstration, I just put it here. So if you see that it gives all the informations and about it. So now what I'll do is let me see who am I. So basically this is shell. Here I can run who am I command. So this is my, this is a desktop machine, and under this is the theme. So now I want to know what kind of access I having on it. So probably I can use priv. So these are the privileges I having on it. So if you say it's very basic privileges I having, I can shut down, I can change the notifications, and I can increase. This is what I can do. It's time zone, basically very limit. So if I want to know what part of I am group kind of thing, so by running the same command, let me clear it so that it will be, yeah. So let me type who am I followed by group. So groups. Okay, so these are the part of this group's NT authorities, and these are the things. It's I'm so to be precise, I having a very limited access, normal user access. So now I want to privilege my escalation. So what I'll do is let me exit from the shell and go back to the metapreter. So even to prove that one, so I'll get hashes. So let me try help, and you can see that there is a hash dump command is there. So basically this will dump all the passwords, stored passwords in the databases of the OS operating systems and anything. So then I can use a John the Ripper, then I can use the hacking techniques, cracking password cracking techniques, I can use it. So if I just running the C hash dump, it won't work. See, this is basically I don't have a privileges to, so operation is failed. So in this case, I have to elevate my permission. So even if you try to elevate these permissions, it is all elevate command. You see, I cannot able to do much over there. So to do that, I have to gain access. So what I'll do is let me put in the background. So by running this command, this is basically this thing will be running in the background. So just go and see hyphen sessions. You can see the session is already running. Only this I'm just exit that shell, metapreter shell, then I can do it over there. So now what I'll do is I'll use a command called search suggester, and this will look for the suggester. So there is a exploit. This is the exploit suggester. So I'm going to map this suggester. Let me copy and use this suggester. So basically what this will do is this goes and check the local exploit, what based on the vulnerabilities what is there in that machine. It will basically do a simple scan of that Windows machine or what it is remote action. So and it will gives me a list of all the options possibility of the privilege escalation. So let me give so option. So here I have to set the session ID. So in this case my session ID, what is this is one. So existing running over there. So set session and one. Okay, let me again try show option and see if it is set. Okay, now it is done. Let me run it. So now it sees that it is going and collecting the local exploits for Windows 10, and each exploit, each vulnerabilities will match with the 2437 exploit, which is specially for Windows 10. So it will go and just collecting the exploit, and it will do a match, and it will let that this will work, this will not work. So based on that, we can take action on it. So what I'll do is once the scan is completed, I'll just come back. Okay, so the scan is completed. If you see that the red ones are not possible, the S1 means that means it is possible. So here, what I'll do is I'll use this bypassing the USC, so that user access control by bypassing even I will get the privileges. You can use other techniques as well. And if you see that there are one CV number is also in this machine, so I can use that CV numbers as well. And if you see that the ranking is potential is vulnerable, so this is vulnerable to this machine. Other things are like a no. So what I'll do is I'll copy this option. Write me copy use, and let me go back and copy. I think I missed copying it. Let me copy properly. Okay, let me copy the selection and let me paste it. The reason why I'm doing copy paste it's always better so that you will not miss anything. Let me paste this one and enter it. Here what we need to do is, again we have to go show options. So here we need to give the session ID. So again, in this case, the session ID is 1. Let me confirm it. So the session ID is actually set it here. So here we have to set the listening host. So in this case, listening host is our calibration IP address. So in my case, it is 192.168.91.159 is my Kali IP address. It will be different for you. In case if you are using a different port, a same port, something else, just try to change the port. In my case, earlier I was used to communicate, I got a communication on the port number is 9000. So different port number. So I'm not going to change the port. Only I'm setting the L host. Let me run this. And if you see that this is goes and create a, see, this is actually creating a connection, and I'm getting a executions and two metapreter session is actually, so same command is there, but in this one, who am I? Let me look for the privilege. So if you see that we got a lot of privileges. If you see that the comparison earlier, we have only 2 or 3 only, but you see now you have a lot of privileges. So again, I'm running a who my command and type for the groups. You can see that I am part of a lot of groups over there. So I'll show you that what has happened over there. Let me put it in the background. Like when I type sessions, you can see 2 session is running. So the first one is we just got the access, but without administrator access. The second one we have got with administrative privileges. So this is what we did it over there. So now to enter in, get into this sessions. So you can use session -I. So interactive session, I'm just going to do it and give the option number. ID is 2. So I want to do a lot of things on the administrator level. So I'm just giving it 2. Okay, so it should be a sessions. Okay, so now I went to do it. Now if you run again help and see hash dump, let me run it. Last time when I ran this, I got a privilege escalation. This means basically the permission doesn't have it. So now let me run it. See, I got access. So I got a account and everything. Now what I can do is I can copy this, and using a John the Ripper, I can crack the password. Then I can get the access whenever I need it over there. So this is how the system privilege escalation. So the hackers, after gaining access, they will privilege the escalations. So for example, in this case, there is administrator. So if I crack this administrator password, that means I'll have administrator actions and I can do anything whenever I wanted. I can gain access as well. So what I'll do is, again, I'll let me run in the background. Now what I'll do is, next one is I'll look for persistence. So here again, I'll search for persistence. So persistence, what is do is, whenever I needed, I just needed, because what will happen sometimes if suppose I lose the connection, might be the connection get loosed it, or I unable to get it again over there. But as the thing is, I need to maintain the access, right? So whenever I needed to maintain that existence, I have to do a persistence. So when you search for persistence, you can see that there are a lot of options you can find it. So you can see that the persistence payloads are already there. You can go with the rank excellence, which is there. So you can see that which is for Windows, you can use it. So in this one, I'm just going to use the persistence, which is PowerShell 1 execution, and it is basically designed for Windows. The ranking is also good. So it is basically auto start the desktop item. So whenever the machine, even machine reboot, So this command, this connection will get again, I'll get back it over there. So now what I'll do is, so see, this is auto start. So that means even though you reboot system, since it is an auto start program, so the whenever every reboot, the certain programs will start automatically after the reboot of the computers and during the switching on the computers. So this program will go and set it on there. So whenever the computer restart, reboot, and shut down and again start it over there, the hacker can able to gain the access of it over there. So this is the what. So now what I'll do is, let to do that again, let me copy here. I want to do a persistence. So use, let me paste this clipboard. So now under enter, so if you don't need to configure the payload because already the metapletter default is running over there, so you don't need to worry about. So again we have to go show options. Here we have to change the L host. So again the L host is calibration IP address 192.168.91.159. But this time I have to change the R port because already the administrative port is running on this one. So I have to change to L port, which is in this case, I'm just giving a 1234. Show options. So if you see that it's all done here. And here I have to give a session ID. So session ID is 2. That is what its privilege is, escalation, right? So this is go and run the script and it gives me a main door access. So because wherever that is why we did a privilege escalation. So that why we can create a persistence, maintain access forever over there. Okay, now I have set it this one. Let me run this. So this is goes create a result and it sees that it is installing it and it's creating a metaprota connection. So now I have a 3 metaverse sessions as created. So that is why I just having on it. So let me see who am I. So it's taking a little time. Yeah. So just okay, let me run it. I think let me go and see the sessions. Okay, so 3 sessions is created. See, this is a normal account, this is an administrator account. I have got it. So basically this one privilege escalation and this one is the reboot. Okay, so technically to see show that what I'll do is, even though if it is rebooted, this will connection get back. Even other 2 connections, when I reboot, the other 2 connections will get disconnected. But this one I just need, when I created listener, the when it is rebooted, this will get started over there. So this is how the hackers maintain the resistance and maintain the access of this one. So to interact with it, I'll go with the intra session. So here again I'll go with the shell and by running who am I'm just making sure I have all the privileges. So I'll get have all the privileges, so that's not a problem. So I'm good with it. Now I have privileged escalation to date. I maintain the access. So whenever I needed, I just need to open a listener on the port number which I created 1234. Once the machine is just rebooted or disconnected, it will again connect back and I'll get the backdoor access of it. So even one more thing is what hackers used to do, gaining and maintaining access and those things and all there. So they will run a keylogger. So keylogger also a feature which is they will be capturing all the keystrokes. So basically it will dump the so basically I'll start the key scan, then it will capturing the keystrokes, and when I need to dump those strokes, it will get. So sometimes user maybe they will be typing the username and password, it will capture over there. So what I'll do is, let me start the key start. So this is what the hackers used to do it in the, so once I start the key start, so basically the keystrokes are sniffing on it. So what I'll do is, let me go to my Windows 10 machine, open a notepad, typing username is equal to admin, password. So just imagine I'm sending this as a to the user kind of thing, password. Okay, so this is what I'm sending an email, I'm just capturing, or maybe in the website I'm just typing and I'm doing on it here. Okay, so what this will happen is, let me go and dump this one. So again, let me go back to the command and just copy this command and paste it. So key scan dump, just copy this. So what this will, whatever it is dump it, it goes show and me means whatever it is. Basically, it starts capturing on it. It wait till my instructions for it. So when I click, right click and paste this, dump it. This is going to give me all the things. See, notepad, I typed it, username is admin, password is password. See, I got it. So this is how I can uh, record the keystrokes and get the password names and usernames. I can do it over there. So let me try it in the same manner in the web browser. So just imagine I'm just going to the open a browser, and there is a, let me switch it to DV application 192 dot, which is Metasploit is running 1.154. So this is the web application. Just imagine you're logging into your some consoles, administrator console here. So again, I'm typing as an admin as a password, then login. So what will happen here? Now let's go here. Let me push the same thing. Key scan dump. See that? It captured the password. So admin password. So it went to this website. Then I got it. So that means this is something username, basically the portal access. So this is how the victims means the hackers in your ethical hacking as well. For maintaining access, you can do it. This is all. So now what I'll do is I'll just stop this one. So to do that, let me paste the same thing, stop it. Okay, so I have done everything. Now I have did gaining the access using the vulnerability. I have gained the access. Now I did the privilege escalation. I have upgraded to advanced administrator access. Then third one is I just did a persistence, maintain the access. So whenever I needed, I'll just need to create a reverse shell and opener, and the one I'll be getting back the connection. Then I can do wherever I started in an ethical hacking manner. Okay, the last one is clearing the track. So the clearing track is very, very important, because usually as a last step, the clearing stacks will help you to clear all the records of in your whatever there, whatever you have done. So it will basically, it will erase all the syslog servers. Basically, log information will be get arrested over there. So let's see how to do that. So what you can do is there is a command called clear nb. We can use that command and we can clear it. So clear enb. Yeah. So there is a typo. Yeah, clear ev. So basically, see that it is deleting all the logs in the application log, systems log, security logs. I have deleted all the logs, so I have done the clearing a track of it. So this is how the hackers basically maintain access and those things over there. Now what I'll show you is the one more hacker, how they will try to gain access is basically using a brute force attack in the application, and they will try to gain access that is as well. So let me to do that thing. I'll just demonstrate with the same metaparator. So this is the TVA dam vulnerable application is basically running on here. So I know that by default is username is admin and password is password. In this example, we just assume that I don't know the password of it. Okay. So only thing is I just know the login. So this is the portal, maybe publicly hosted, it is running, or maybe I just got the access and I'm doing. So what I'll do is let me copy. To do those things, I'm just going to the burp suite for the basically I'm just trying to do a brute force attack on it here. So I'll just go to the proxy. Here I can open a browser. The latest community editions comes with the browsers. So you can just paste this, enter it, ensure you are able to surf it without any issue. Now I'll just turn on the intercept. Let me go back to the Chromium browser, refresh it. Okay, so now I getting this one. So what I will do is a quicker step is, it is actually the security level is in high. Let me reduce to low, then I'll start the brute force attack. I'll show you how to do a brute force attack. Okay, I just set it the level is equal to simple. Now I'll go to the here. Let me turn off the intercept and just make sure the password is actually working here. So username is admin and the password is password. just as a proof of concept, this is the password. Okay, so if you see that, welcome to the password area protected, so I'm able to log in successfully. Okay, what I'll do is let me again refresh it. This will go back and just so good. So now it's all set. Now what I'll do is let me go and turn on the intercept. Here I'm just typing some dummy passwords like admin and admin. I'm trying here. Okay, the intention is just to capture this packet. So here, if you see that I have received this connectivity here. So what I'll do is let me copy and move this to repeater. So repeater is nothing but the actions is keep doing certain things will be repeating. You can do it here. Basically, sometimes you can do manually. You can just instead of doing there, you can try it here, or you can do one more thing is you can move this item to the intruder as well. So that is where we are going to make all this things over there. So if you see that intruder is basically I'm going to play attacks and all the things over there. So here the I know by using an enumeration I have identified the username is admin, but only thing is I'm not sure about the password. So here what I need to do is first of all let me clear all this thing, and I wherever the dynamic value is need to be set it, I have to go back and set the values. So these values are keep changing. So username is the field, admin is the password, and password is the table, and this is the field. So here I have to select the dynamic values. Wherever the dynamic values are here, I need to add this symbol. Okay, that means this is where the attacks need to be performed and get me the access of it over there. So now this is where the passwords will be keep changing on it. Now I can go and set the payloads. To do that, you can go to here, which is called payloads. By there are like a multiple word list you can download, or rocky.txt is there, or you can create your own word list. In this example, to make this demonstration very simple, I'm just creating msf admin, um, admin and capital, and just typing the password. Okay, and admin 123. So these are the just imagine this is the combinations I have given. The real world it will be like a lengthy lot of passwords will be there. So what I once you done, just start the attack. So this is going to start the attack. So see that this is trying a different combinations, and it's going to give me the which is the pass. So if you see that the scan is actually completed because I have just gave a 4 combinations, right? But in the real time this will be a lengthy one. So here is the thing. So status code 200 200 200, that means this the website is actually working without any issues. So here the catches come. So it's try the different combination, but which is the password I need to know it, right? So if you see that msf admin the status code is fine, and if you see that the other numbers are 4920 4920 4920, but only the different length is for msf admin and password for different things. Other things are unique. If you see that response also 11 11 11, only this one msf admin is got length 4919, and the other one is 4985. Okay, so I'll explain you why it is. See, basically, this is actually logging with a blank password. After that, the number of letter character is there, right? It is same character. That means whatever it is there, 4920 means it maybe the password is failed. So same characters is there. But after it get login, so there are different, maybe the pages get different and the characters pages, new pages loading, new things over there. So that is where the increase in the length and those things. So that means here I see that two combinations are there, 4919 and 4985. Okay. So that means either the password will be MSF admin or the password will be password. So this is how you can go and brute force attack. So in our case, we know that password is a password. So admin and password, even admin, MSF admin, it will works as well. So that is why we are getting a different combinations. In a real time scenarios, there will be a multiple options also there, but mostly this is how the brute force attacks are happen and hacker gain access of it. So in this case, same thing, I'll just see that to replicate the real time. So I got this too. So let me go to the real time here and type admin and msf admin. So this is the first option is not worked, admin, and second option is password. So here also there is a brute force. We will try this as well. admin and msf admin login. See, whenever it is loading, username is password is incorrect. That is why happened. When I type admin and password, see this is a character, new characters are adding, right? That is why it is little bit extended. So this is where the difference here you are able to see the length is. So this is how the hackers will do a brute force attacks on the website, and they will try to gain the access of it over there. Like there are other ways like system hacking. We will see like during the website hackings. I'll show that how hacker is actually gaining access. But end of the day, gaining access. This is how they do it on it. So for the system hacking purpose, this is how they do hack it. They will send a malware and they will try to hack it, or they will use vulnerabilities and get the exploited, or maybe certain times you will during the phishing attack some credentials may be exposed, it available in the dark web, or it is exposed to the internet. Using that, hacker will use that and try to use this. So this is a way the brute force attacks, and this is where the logics they will be doing on it over there. So this is the system hacking. So we have successfully gained access. I demonstrated on escalating the privileges, cracking the passwords by brute force, simple brute force, maintaining the access, and covering the tracks. But remember, ethical hacking is about identify the vulnerabilities and fixing them, not to explore it over there. So defend against such attacks, patching the known vulnerabilities, using the least privileges principles, monitoring the system's logs for anonymous, and implementing the endpoint security solutions from the prevent the malwares over there. So next chapter we will be see like malware threats. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you found this chapter informative and valuable. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to give a like. I would love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share your feedback in the comment below. Your input helps shape the future of this channel. If you think the chapter is adding value to you and it's making you more, you feel that you are growing on in your career wise and in your skills wise, please support with the super thanks. And by funding you, it's actually helped me in the future projects as well. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out any upcoming contents which I'm just posting on it over there. Also, if you think someone else might benefit from this video, don't hesitate to share it with them. If you have any questions or need clarification on anything on covered today, you can always reach out to me via on Discord. I'm here to help you. You can follow me on other social media platforms also. I will be giving all the link in the descriptions. In case if you didn't watch my previous chapters like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, feel free to watch those chapters. And also I'll give the complete Metasploit framework tutorials link also in the description. So please feel to use it over there. A huge thank you to all my subscriber. Your support keeps me motivated to create even more valuable content for you. Stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you soon in next video. Bye for now. Take care.